Vitara is like a little trip down memory lane. It looks like a fun car back then, and it looks like a fun car now. This one is the Turbo, which is in the middle of the range and costs around $30,000. It's in competition with cars like the Mazda CX-3 and the Ford EcoSport. And this week we got a new puppy in my house. We had to drive a fair way out of Sydney to go and pick her up. Here's how the Vitara did over a week for this week's family review. If you're looking for a more detailed review, head to the CarsGuide website, and if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe. It's a pretty cute car with a two-tone that kind of reminds me of a Mini Countryman, but a much less refined version. The whole look of the car with the curved corners, the neat grille, the cool logo, it's all very young and fun, and I felt pretty good driving it this week. Inside, the car is fairly basic, with budget-looking finishes on the dash and on the doors, but it still doesn't feel cheap, like for example, the MG SUV can. This still looks good, and I think it's down to these seats here, which are fabric, but they're in this really gorgeous suede-like fabric, so they still look quite premium, and it's got some cool features as well. These circular air vents, a little bit of silver here. It just lifts things and still makes the car look well designed. There are two cup holders in the front, a fairly decent sized centre storage bin, bottle holders in each door, and two little shelves here to pop keys or a phone. Space up front is good. There was enough leg and headroom for even the taller members of my family, and we didn't have to compromise on moving the seats forward for the kids in the back. There's not a whole lot of room back here, but there is enough. I've got about 20 centimetres between my knees and the seat in front, so taller adults and other teenagers will be fine as well. My children aged 6 and 8 had plenty of space back here this week. There are no air vents for rear passengers and no cup holders back here either. And here's where our new puppy travelled in her crate for some of the way. It is a large enough boot. It fits the bulky CarsGuide pram. You will find a bigger boot in the Honda HR-V and the Ford EcoSport, but this one is bigger than the CX-3s. Driving in the Vitara Turbo is pretty cruisy and gets you from A to B without too much fuss. It has a 1.4 litre turbo engine, but it doesn't exactly shoot out of the blocks. It's not that kind of turbo. This one is a two-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive, and it's nifty to drive in the city, moving in and out of the traffic with ease, so for a suburban car, it's good. We were driving about 2.5 hours out of Sydney to pick up our puppy, and to be honest, this wasn't the dreamiest car to do it in, but I did feel confident enough on the road as long as I stayed in the left lane. It's easy to park with its compact size and surprisingly high definition reverse parking camera. Safety on this model is advanced. There are new additions like blind spot monitoring, auto emergency braking, lane departure alerts, and adaptive cruise control. There are 7 airbags, including side curtain airbags for rear passengers, and you will get 2 ISOFIX points and 3 top tether points to fix kids' car seats in safely. And as far as technology goes, there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to make everyone happy. Plug in your phone for instant access to the main apps on your phone. You can use your Maps app to navigate or a streaming app to listen to podcasts or music. It really is easy technology. By the end of a week of testing, I quite liked the Suzuki Vitara Turbo. It's not as polished as a Mazda CX-3, but it's really spacious on the inside, looks super fun on the outside, and has good technology and safety. For an SUV in this price bracket, I think it's quite practical. I gave it a family rating of 7.3 out of 10, and my kids gave it the same. They loved the fact that we were able to bring the puppy home in it. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel or click through to our website.